Yeah. No, so the number one thing that we look for is curiosity in both roles. So when I interview a writer, they've already gone through, like 7 different recruiting steps, but they come to me last because I look for cultural fit. And the third question I'll ask them, or not the third question, but like halfway through the interview, I'll say to them, what are you reading right now? And I love it when they're like, well, I'm in the middle of 3 books. And then like, they're like ashamed to tell me one of them because it's like a guilty pleasure. Like I'm reading a sci-fi novel. Meanwhile, like I love sci-fi. So like, I love it when people tell me that they're doing that. Cause I'm like, tell me the title, I'll write it down. But I love, that's a sign that people are curious. People will say to me sometimes like, I'm reading this book, but I love listening to this podcast, and that just shows that they're engaged with the world. They want to learn more. I look for good writing, but honestly, like you're a good writer. Writing is a practice. And so by the time you come to us and work for us, you have a really established book of great healthcare journalism and great healthcare writing. We actually did just take a chance on somebody who got a master's degree in clinical research and started to become a clinical researcher. And she's like, I don't like this. I really want to be a writer. Mm-hmm. And we took a chance on her and she's amazing and doing a fabulous job. So, you never know where they're going to come from. We have another woman who's a pharmacist who is a good writer. But in any case, I do not think that you need to be a good writer to be a content strategist, but it's rare for me to find one that is involved in editorial and brand. And content engineering, you need to be able to write from a memo perspective, from an email perspective, from a report perspective. But if you're a content strategist that's looking at content from a qualitative point of view, you probably need to be a writer or a videographer or a photographer, whatever it is, however you are getting at the content itself.